You are experiencing shoulder pain, and it hurts whenever you try to raise your arm, when you attempt to lift your hand, or sometimes you can't even lift it at all. That's genuinely not such a very pleasant situation.
And we want to change that with Saturday Sofa for your shoulder. It's a very beginner-friendly format. Whether you're already experiencing pain or want to prevent it, these exercises will for sure help you. It's definitely worth it. We need a wall for this exercise. So, let's go towards the wall, okay? And we'll start with your right shoulder. Please stand straight in front of the wall and make contact with the wall using your right shoulder. Attempt to bring your right shoulder as close as possible to ensure contact. Afterward, extend your arm to the side, place your palm against the wall, and steadily continue to raise your arm higher and higher. And try how high you can lift it while the shoulder stays in place. Maybe you can do it up to here. But maybe you can also a little bit higher, maybe up to here. Go as far up as you notice it's possible, without the tension becoming too much. When you feel the tension increasing, remain at exactly that angle and place your other hand against the wall as if you were trying to support yourself on it. Yes, very well. And turn your body to the left. And then you immediately feel the stretch in the right shoulder, possibly in the upper right arm, maybe even down in the forearm or reaching into the fingers. And then you keep going more to the left, but keep the shoulder against the wall. That's really important. And keep up the stretch intensity. Can you feel the stretching in the whole arm? You wait and go as far to the left, pushing yourself away from the wall with your left hand. As far as you can still comfortably tolerate, it should still be a bearable, pleasant pain. Keep going deeper into it. Follow along at your own pace. But do it with us, don't leave it for later. Inhale deeply and exhale with full intent. Now gently press your right hand against the wall, making sure that your body remains completely still and doesn't move at all during the entire process. Just attempt pushing against it gently for a moment and then gradually let go. And then you turn a little further to the left into the stretch. Yes, good, okay. And we simply have to wait patiently until the muscles and fascia finally give in. And why is this exercise helpful? Because when we're sitting at a table and working, our arms are always positioned in front, and then it gets increasingly tighter in the front. What has become shorter in the front, we are now stretching out nicely, and you'll soon notice the effect when we come out of the exercise. With a high probability, you'll get that feedback directly from your body.
And don't be surprised if it starts to tingle a little in your fingertips. It goes away soon, you'll see.
And that is a clear sign indicating that there's already quite a bit of tension present there. Furthermore, if it tingles at the moment, it's a good sign that tonight, when you sleep on that side, it will likely tingle less or not at all. We still need 10 more seconds. Now go ahead and stretch a little bit more into it. It still really needs to feel nice and comfortable. And then you turn back, lower your arm, and swing it lightly, so it feels normal again. And now, let's repeat the same exercise on the opposite side. Just like we did previously, position yourself closely against the wall, making sure the left shoulder is in contact, and rotate your arm so that the entire palm lies flat against the wall. And now, lift your arm higher and higher until you feel a stretch, without letting your shoulder lift off the wall. Maybe up to here, then we'll stay right there. Let your right hand support against the wall, allowing you to gently and smoothly twist yourself. Then you will immediately trigger the stretch again in the left shoulder, the left upper arm, possibly in the forearm. And we are beginning to ease into the stretch. Take deep, smooth breaths. You're already familiar with how it goes from the other side. The key to this exercise is that it becomes incredibly efficient when you make sure to keep your left shoulder all the time in contact with the wall, and ensure that the shoulder does not lift off. Raise your arm only as far as necessary so that the shoulder remains steady. After doing the exercise regularly for 2 or 3 weeks, you'll notice you achieve a higher angle each time. And at some point, you're at 45 degrees. And when you're there, you don't need to go further up, you just stay there. But that can take quite a while. The great thing is, There's a high probability that you'll feel much better beforehand, even if the angles are still further down. You'll notice this daily. The key is consistency. Practice 6 times weekly, and soon you'll see results. Petra, how are you? Are you still stretching further in?
What I find really interesting is that this side is much easier for me than the other side. So I truly do believe that it's quite beneficial to fully stretch both sides out. At least for me, that's certainly true.
On the side where it pulls more, you can certainly do it more frequently than on the side that pulls less, as that side clearly needs more stretching. Always make sure that your shoulder remains firmly pressed against the wall. Also, be sure to only rotate and stretch as far as it feels like a comfortable kind of pain, without pushing past that boundary. Even if it may hurt a little, it has to be a positive pain. That's what's important. And now, press with that side, using your hand as firmly as possible against the wall, but without moving anything. Just try pushing against it, because that is strength training, which enhances the effect even more and makes this exercise better. And then relax. Drop your arm, step out, move your shoulders a bit, and feel into it. It feels lighter, right?
I would be really happy if you could join me in doing this exercise together 6 times a week. And you can decide whether to train just one side or both sides. Then you can compare. I truly believe it's really a good idea.
Yes, exactly. And to make sure you don't miss the next Saturday sofa video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Be sure to turn on the bell for notifications, ensuring you don't miss the upcoming video.